Hey everyone, it's Megan here from Meghan Makes Do, and today I want to show you how to make an I-cord. I-cords are very handy for making drawstrings or belt loops for a number of different things with your knit designs. So to make the I-cord, I am using double point needles. These are what are recommended. You can also alternatively use circular needles, but it'll take a little bit longer. So I am using US size 9, 5.5 millimeter double point needles, as well as a little scrap ball of Lion Brand's Heartland yarn. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start our I-cord, you'll need to put a slip knot on your needle, and then you'll want to cast on anywhere from 2 to 5 stitches depending on how wide you want your I-cord to be. So for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and cast on 3 stitches. So my slip knot counts as 1, so there's 2 and 3. And I like to leave a relatively long tail for my I-cords, especially if I'm going to be attaching them to something. Most recently, I used an I-cord for a belt loop, so I wanted to have long tails on both ends for attaching to my project. So once you have the number of stitches you want for your I-cord on your first needle, you're going to slide those stitches all the way down to the right side of the needle, which is why we want to use double point needles for this. Then we're going to pick up our next needle and we're just going to knit all of the stitches. So make sure that you pick up your working yarn. It's going to be coming across the back of your stitches, which will help create the I-cord. It kind of turns all the stitches in on themselves into like a little circle. So again, just knit all 3 stitches across, just like that. And then once you're done, you can slide those stitches back down the needle and repeat the process over again. So again, I am going to knit all the stitches, again bringing my working yarn across the back of my stitches to start. And what that does is it wraps those stitches around and pulls them into basically a little cylinder. So I've knit my stitches and again, slide them to the other side and repeat again. So it's so simple to make an I-cord edging, and again, you can make them whatever thickness you want depending on what your project is, but you're just knitting stitches, so it's super simple, it's beginner friendly. Got a little extra loop on there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a few more rows so that you can see how the I-cord will look, and then I'm going to show you some samples of different sizes of I-cords. So let me go ahead, I'm going to do a few more rows and come back. Okay, so I've knit a few more rows and now you can really see the I-cord and see how the stitches just kind of wrap around into a cylinder shape, all in a nice clean fashion. So to finish off our I-cord, we are going to bind off like we normally would. So I'm going to knit the first 2 stitches and then bring one loop over the other, knit the next stitch and bring that loop over that one. And then I can leave a long tail and pull this through, and then when you are ready to finish off your I-cord, depending on what you are using it for, you can kind of tighten up these stitches and bring your working tail down into the I-cord to fasten it off and weave in the ends. So it's as simple as that. I-cords are super easy to make, super fun to make, and you can make them in multiple sizes. So for example, this is a 2-stitch I-cord. We have our 3-stitch I-cord that we just made. This one is a 4-stitch I-cord. and this one is a 5-stitch I-cord. So you can see that pretty much after the 4-stitch one, the 5 one kind of gets a little bit wider. But these are great for things like drawstrings. You could even make purse straps. I used this small one for belt loops. They're perfect for belt loops. So I hope that you will give I-cord making a try. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.